And Daria in for your formal introductions in this female strawweight championship fight. Introducing first challenger number 1, fighting on the Optimum Nutrition blue corner. 5 feet 5 inches tall and 115 pounds. With an amateur record of 6 wins and 3 defeats. Representing Murcielago MMA. Strazisar! Her opponent, challenger number 2, fighting out of Larry Flynn's Hustler Club, red corner. 5 feet 3 inches tall and 115 pounds. She is a striker and jiu-jitsu practitioner. Representing Scorpion Fighting Systems, with a record of 3 wins and 3 defeats, Tabatha!
Here we go with WXC 61, women's title on the line, Jen Strazisar versus Tabatha Shanks.
And, you know, Strazisar just sounds like she should be a bet member.
These ladies wasting no time, man, coming out guns blazing.
This fight might not last very long because they're going at it, man. A little bit of taekwondo-ish fight, though. A little wild with those kicks.
Ton of action there early. Oh, Tabatha clipped Jen there. Tabatha's got to be careful though. Her chin's way up in the air. And,
yeah, it's dangerous being a taller fighter because it's so hard to keep that chin low.
Both girls
both
throwing bombs, wasting no time. And now she's at risk of getting her back taken. It's been a reoccurring theme tonight, Harley.
Yeah, it has.
Schoolyard headlock equals you're going to get your back taken.
Yeah, unless you have amazing judo, just don't do it. And I would say even then, try to break that out.
Shanks out of the SFS. And she has a pretty good ground game, so she should be comfortable here.
Yeah, she definitely should. She just want to get out of this mess here for sure. They're in a funny spot too because you know some of the angles are taken away and some of the things you can do is taken away with that fence. Every time Jen shakes those hooks,
She might transition to an armbar here, but it's hard because she's up against the cage and Tabatha's going to try to pull that hook in reverse position. They're driving short chipping shots as she's trying to pass the guard.
Not a whole lot of damage, but enough to score points and enough to be looking good.
Yeah, it makes you cognizant of it. Maybe again a reversal.
An armbar attempt.
Oh, that looks close.
Defense on it, but that arm is. Oh my goodness, is this good? Nope.
Her elbow's a little high.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice shot. That's one way of doing it. The thing about Tabatha's armbar is that her Jen's elbow is not cleared past the hips, and therefore it's going to make it difficult to finish it. But she readjusted, and now it's.
It looks deeper again.
Again, now it's. Nice round though. Ton of action. Difficult to score.
Female strawweight championship contest.
Yeah, I'm glad all I have to do is just this thing. Scoring, it's easy to play armchair quarterback and critique the judges, but it's truthfully a difficult task.
Yeah, a good judge should sit with a pen and pad. They should record, all the lines. They should record all the takedowns. They should count for whether it was closest to finishing the fight. All those things can be weighed into when you look at this piece of paper at the end of the round, and then it should be scored individually and separate from the rest of the fight.
Yeah, it's an imperfect system because there's judging. There's a human element. There's a level of subjectivity. Obviously, it's a subjective practice, but. WXC does a great job of getting qualified refs who really understand the dynamics of the game, and qualified judges, and do their best job to determine, based on the criteria set, who actually won the fight.
Yeah, and there are occasions when we don't agree, but I'm not sitting with a pen and paper recording this, so I'm not going to argue too much. I have the eyeball test, and the eyeball test is often wrong.
Yeah, you might go back and watch it. Go, okay, I can see why this was scored the way that it was, because.
I've done that multiple times with UFC fights, and I've realized that I was wrong.
Because with the pace at which it moves you might miss things. Also, there's the emotion of actually watching the fight. There's a lot of things that go into it. Both ladies coming out again, just wasting no time.
Really high. I mean, this is a very, very good fight. I hope we get some girl fights on the next pro card, because I really want to see that.
Yeah, there's some really quality high-level pro women in Michigan.
Coming a spot, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You're looking at ABC and Kelly. We're talking Kim Kai and Akina. There are quite a few fighters that are on a national level now as far as their skill set and their fighting ability.
And it's amazing to see how far the women's element of the sport has come, especially with not gatekeepers, but kind of groundbreaking athletes like Rousey, Tate, Holm, etc.
Yeah, that's the interesting triangle of fighters right there. And there's so many of them that are knocking on the door too.
Speaking about knocking on the door, Jen is unloading on Tabatha here. A barrage. Yeah, she's been hammered here. And she just hit her with like a 20-punch combination. She unloaded on her. And Tabatha really didn't answer back at all. If Jen had a little bit more pop, this fight might be over.
Yeah, absolutely. But this shows our resilience as well, because it's been a very high-paced fight. There are guys that couldn't hang at this pace.
You're absolutely correct. Tabatha jumping guard. Interesting
choice, huh?
One thing I will notice is that, nice armbar attempt. Beautiful armbar attempt. Jen in a lot of trouble here.
You see the depth of that
elbow. That's tight. Yeah, flexible for sure. Because you extend most people's arms like that, they're either snapping or tapping. You can see Jen grimacing, so she's definitely feeling it. She's tough as nails though. Wow.
Saved by the bell.
Again, yeah. Twice that is now that Tabatha's had what looked to be a close armbar, but the round ended so we didn't have anything definitive. I think how close that I don't know. It's hard with the barrage and then that.
But truly closest to finish the fight was
Tabatha.
Yeah. And
that has to weigh on judges' minds.
It would have been 10 seconds longer. It would have potentially been.
Yeah, absolutely.
That has to weigh on
again, the difficult things to score. I would say it's Tabatha. I would say it's probably Tabatha's round now. And because it's so difficult to score, like you mentioned, it's just another reason, another incentive for fighters to try to finish. Exactly.
Catches when you get to a certain level.
It's so hard to finish.
It's so hard to finish to begin with because you're so evenly matched that taking the risk could end up losing the fight.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, so to catch 22.
Yeah.
Especially as you move up the ranks where these guys are so well matched.
You got to fight to win and capture when the opportunity arises.
Yes.
You know, you can't fight for that. Like, when you chase the knockout, you won't find it. And you're probably getting it.
Yeah, there's a couple of guys that I think you can look at their careers and just say, you know, this guy went out of his way to try to be a crowd pleaser and ended up maybe taking risks that they shouldn't have and consequently losing fights, but it pays dividends in the sense that maybe Dana's going to book you because you know you may not win the fight, but you're going to be exciting and you're going to put butts in seats. So that's another catch-22 there as well.
Yeah, absolutely is. Like there are fighters that are looking and going and say, how did this do? How did this do in the contract? But then you
watch them fight.
That's right.
So maybe the record's not the prettiest thing in the world, but the fights are just extremely entertaining. Jen's gonna want to pull that arm out and maybe generate some knees to the side. A nice ground and pound from Jen. Beating up on Tabatha here. Pouring it on here. Nice ground and pound. Yeah, no, you're absolutely correct. And even though these don't necessarily do a lot of damage, they do tire your opponent. Because they force them to try to move and they can't relax. It's a tiring thing. These add up. On top of just simply scoring.
And again, this is where you have to say, at what point do we intelligent defense?
Yeah.
You know, this is the tricky part of the sport. I really think that if you don't like the rule, you gotta say fight ending shot.
Yeah.
Intelligent defense and potentially fight ending shots.
Are you close to actually ending the...
I think that's a better way, because I remember, Nelson laying on someone doing a crucifix and doing a rabbit punch in the face. In all honesty, that fight should keep going. There's nothing that would finish the fight. No, definitely, around 10-7, I don't know what the kind of weapon. It shouldn't finish because it's not quite finished.
I hear you.
The current rules and regulations, absolutely. Fishing for one bar.
It's not going to happen.
Might help you pass the guard,
I think you're being generous, Harvey. That's a good round for Australia.
Inside the steel.
Boys for the girls.
Yeah, I think Green really filed a petition about that. He's pretty upset about not having that equality. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the future shows when you see some you can reduce it. I think the battle probably does. I would not pay to see that.
submission.
Yeah, flip the script, why not?
Right.
Yeah, a lot, because she expended so much energy.
She tried to finish, she really did.
I think both ladies are absolutely exhausted, to be honest.
Yeah, the pace, like I said, I know lots of guys that can't keep this pace. This is high quality.
This is the fifth and final round.
I think a woman's fight? I don't know. Oh, nice shot from Tabatha.
Yeah, just coming out. Just started
Tabatha trying to clinch, and then jump to half guard. Not a smart thing to do. He was probably trying to go to full guard, but then.
But why would you have a tie clinch going to guard?
No. I think she probably tie clinched to realize she's a little tall, so it's difficult, and said, forget it, I'm jumping guard, and did it sloppily, and hence why she's in half guard right now.
This last round, it didn't go all the way for Tabatha on her back, so Jen really poured it on her.
Yeah, Tabatha does have a nice active guard. It's hard though as you get deeper into these rounds with sweat. She's gonna have to break her posture first and foremost. Nice little tilt sweep there. Tilt sweep attempt.
Yes, it's a really good competitive fight. There's amethysts, and then she's got to be careful.
Nice armbar attempt again. She got the belly down, armbar. You can generate a ton of, it's kind of hard to tell from that angle, but it looks deep.
It looks really deep. The only thing is I don't see against the chest as clean as I had. I see more about the back of the power. Now she's resetting it.
One thing that she should do is, you see how she has her legs crossing, the leg that's towards her head actually should be on the bottom, and her legs actually should be more towards her head to help break her posture as opposed to over her shoulder like it is. That's a little tweak that does actually make a big difference.
She's trying to find a mental to do that leg curl motion,
but the leg curl should be in a different spot.
Yeah, exactly. So she's doing it.
Because another exciting.
Alright, actually that is 4 rounds in the books. We do have one more. It's my fault. I just went out ahead and announced that willy-nilly. Without even thinking about it.
So many years of learning at a high level.
One more round.
Yeah.
I've been competing at a really high level since I was 14 years old. So my body.
Yeah, it's a lot of wear and tear.
For sure, but I feel fresh.
You're not used to that type of that's that good sore that you feel.
Yeah, it's good. I'm so happy I have this key.
That's nice. That's a nice luxury to have.
I don't have to take an ice bath yet. So
And now this is your 5th and final round.
those joints.
So here we go. We got the 5th and final round. Championship belt on the line. Shanks and Strazisar. This has been a pretty close fight. Ooh, nice. Flip Tabatha there. Again. Sloppy, and Tabatha was exhausted. Yeah.
That's rough. This is the 5th round. We're talking deep into the fight.
kind of a...
nothing to defend
She goes for her own armbar. Oh, that's close. Nice hitchhiker escape from Tabatha, but she's still at risk of being finished here.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a
transition to right there. And
beautiful transition. Strazisar has a ton of hard. Shanks is in a bad spot here. He has that underhook on the leg. Now she's off to that. Needs to get over to the angle a little more to squeeze and get that proper angle, but Tabatha's in a bad spot. A risk of being finished here. Tabatha trying to punch out, but that's... She would like actually to...
You can see how tired she is because that right leg that used to be really squeezing is really
Yeah.
This is scared to finish.
This hammer fisting her way. I think she should actually, pull the head down and actually try to...
Wow.
Phenomenal fight.
Wow.
An amazing show of heart by both ladies. Strazisar finishes the fight late in the fifth and final round with a submission.
Wow, really. But I'll tell you this too. When we sit down later and pick fight of the night, we're going to have a workout out.
Yeah, because these ladies put on a hell of a show.
Yeah, and we had Trevor and Jose fight earlier, and that was amazing as well.
Yeah, Jose and Trevor would have come from behind victory than this fight. Five rounds of crazy action. I'm glad to get to call it with you, man. It's
Blast and Ramos was a great.
Yeah, that was a good fight too, man.
Wow, what a night.
Vintage Blast.
WXC, you guys are crazy. I don't know how you do it. Mike Pettinelli, do you think there's magic in there?
There might have been like a deal with the devil or something. I don't know.
Something has been signed in blood somewhere. I don't know how you keep doing it. I understand that you can every now and then get a great card. Because if you look at other organizations, they'll have one card, maybe two a year that pop up and go, wow, that was a great card. It's been a long time since we've been
You're absolutely right, man. You're absolutely correct. I can't think of something off the top of my head. It's like, that was a quality fights.
Winner by triangle choke. And the new WXC Women's Strawweight Champion.
She earned that. Every ounce of that belt was earned.
Here we go. Taking it in the fifth round, I'm just going to let you say what you want to say. Outstanding fight, Jen. Thank you.